Once again, you dialed in the keys for the city, but this time we got a little slight twist. We're gonna call it James for the city because I'm doing a family reunion in Charleston, South Carolina. Historic Charleston, South Carolina, that is. There's nothing like spending time with family, and then when you got a chance to go and do events and stuff like this with your family, it's fantastic. So we're gonna call this James for the city this time, and we're gonna go live and direct Charleston, South Carolina. So getting to the hotel room, checking out the World Cup. Been a fantastic World Cup, and just chilling with the girls. And of course, they dialed into their phones, not paying attention. I've been recording it for a long time. They ain't know nothing. So we just chilling. So now the first place we're gonna hit is the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. I heard so many great things about it, and quite honestly, I probably needed more time to be there, but because of the sake of the video, got to cut and paste a whole lot of stuff. So as you see, we got all the family with us. People came and go, but the whole family went to check it out. It was such a fantastic and educational experience. I recommend anybody to go here, and if you have a little more time, take your time and check out everything, read, and just look at all the things they have. It's so much stuff, and to see the kids there trying to get their first time really reading and understanding and seeing how things were and where we are trying to push forward, and we are pushing forward, so everything has been done for us, and it's up to us to keep the culture going in a positive direction. So as you see, we going around, and we see like some of the places where they had churches and stuff, and they showed us right here, like you see here, where this is basically the size of some of the churches that they had. Very small, I guess, certain rooms, and then it tells you a bit about the music and storytelling, all about the Geechee culture that they have down there, and really, really huge on, of course, food. And they tell you all about the cooking and cuisine that they have there, all kinds of stuff. And when I tell you, like, some of these cookbooks, I mean, they look ancient and I don't know what, but if you see right here, all these places right here, they are highly cultured, and the food there was so good, and the people there were so nice. But the main thing you see is that all around the world where we have people, African Americans, we all tied into the same thing. Even our Puerto Rican people and all our Caribbean people, we all came here for one place, and we all got dropped off. And we got to remember that it's always one love, and whatever we're trying to accomplish as a people and as a human being race. So as we're going around looking at all the sculptures and stuff, I just couldn't believe how much things that came from us and that we really don't talk about, and some of the people that really went through it. When you're going through slavery, and then you see some of the African names, some of the kids like that, as you see, some of them go all the way down to 3 years old, 4 years old, 7, and you just got to think about the horrific things that was probably going on at that time, and for them to see it. So here's our view. It is right on the water. It's in the back. You see there's a little warship back there. So I didn't realize Charleston was like such a huge port when it comes to the slave trade, and basically it's one of the, if not the biggest area where people landed. And from here they kind of went up to the East Coast or down south and all over primarily. But as you see, Charleston was like the main hub for this area. It goes deeper into the Middle Passage, as we see. And like I said, once again, I didn't have time to put everything in here because it'd be a whole different, be 2 hours, but we can't do that. So, just read some of the stuff in here. I try to focus in on something, and you can stop and do whatever you got to do and just dial in. And as you see right here, I look at like where we're kind of from, and a lot of people from the Caribbean, especially it looks primarily from Jamaica and all those areas right there, kind of went right to where our family was born. And I was just looking at the patches, and I say this, all my cousins and families, aunts and uncles, they all chilling, tired when I've been through the whole thing, so they're catching a break right now, and I jokingly say, they just taking a rest on the slave ship while we doing our day. So, they tired. We had a heck of a day. There's so much to see there. That's why I say, take your time when you go and enjoy, because it's definitely educational for everybody. So after that, my wife, she's telling me about like what mom was telling me, like in Puerto Rico, how they had the rice and how they do it. This is like the big thing where they stir their spices and stuff, but it's just like a bigger version. And she was just kind of explaining my mom in Puerto Rico. We both kind of did the same things and stuff. So as we're going through everything, we're seeing that they have all kinds of cotton. Cotton is huge. Of course, that was a slave trade, but over there it was just in South Carolina, it was just another level because they made so much money off of them. And even to this day, indigo is really a very, very expensive item to get. Your jeans and stuff is still in high demand. But, as you know, the suffering and all the pain they did is huge. This is the outside wall, and you can read it. And we were just kind of on our way out at that time to get ready to, head back to the hotel and get some food and stuff. So we just took some Mac out photos. It's me and the girls right here chilling. Me and the wife, she got a big old Kool-Aid smile going on. There's my wife and my mother-in-law from Puerto Rico. She's here with us, and so we went to a place called Eastside Soul Food. And Eastside Soul Food, I gotta say, was the sneaker of the whole trip in Charleston. One of the best places we ever had. The fish was good. The shrimp was good. The macaroni cheese, the collard greens, the chicken. It was amazing, amazing food, man. So big up to them, man. Make sure you check them out in Charleston. They pretty much the best place there. 10 out of 10 for all the crew, and it was lovely, man. So we got ready that night to go to the banquet, the family reunion banquet. So again, great food. I want to thanks to all the family for showing up on time, making it great. Thanks to all the cousins over here that served us and stuff, did a great job. Fantastic food, man. We had shrimp and grits, chicken, red rice, macaroni cheese, string beans, all kind. It was fantastic, man. So big up to Barbecue Highway 27. Highway 27 Barbecue. Fantastic. So everybody out here, we were speaking. We had great speaking engagement. We had my cousins singing at the end for us. And it was a great time at the banquet. It's so much fun to see all our family get together. And that's what it's all about, really, man. Just making sure we all together. And we're going to keep on doing it long as we bless. So, you can't have a family reunion out of line dance. So leading the way is my 91-year-old Aunt Roslyn out here having a ball out there, leading it up. And this is what it's all about, y'all. You get to see it and experience this, and you remember the rest of your life. So we headed out to King Street on day 3. It's a shop where they have a lot of high-end places and, kind of middle-of-the-road places, but very historical looking. The shops are very nice. People were very nice. Everywhere we went, they were showing love. They see us together. They saw our shirts. They let us take a picture. And it was fantastic, man, in Charleston. Very, very, very good hospitality and great shopping. So we had to take a little Mac out photo, of course. But it was hot. It was like 97, close to 100 degrees. So we stopped at this park that we saw, and we was looking for slushies, but we ran into some pops. So we sat down, had pops, and chilled out, and got ready to head on back. So we headed on back, still doing a little bit more shopping, as you see, and just had a good old little time. But it was time to get back. So we was hungry, so we got to stop at this place called Hannibal's. Hannibal's Kitchen has been told to me by so many people that you got to go there. So we got there, checked out the menu. It was still hot as fish grease out there, though. So we chilled out because it's a small place. But up popped up Walter Johnson, a.k.a. Mr. Tenderism. Him and his wife was very, very lovely people. All their crew was lovely people. We were laughing and joking. Had a good little time while he was there. And big up to him and much success to him and his family. Very good people, man. But hey, back to the star, though. 6 out of 10 for us. The chicken, It was good on the outside, but the inside just didn't have enough seasoning there. A lot of few other things that have the seasoning, like the mac and cheese, need a little bit more seasoning though. It was okay. The greens, it was okay. The red rice, just a little bit more seasoning I felt, but it was good. Taters, fried crab. We went to Taters, place called Taters. They fried crab is amazing. Make sure you go. It's kind of like a little online. You got to order online and get it, but amazing. As you see, I ate the fried rice, the crab fried rice that Hannibal's had. It was fantastic. I get that at 8 though, but everything else 6. So we chilled out, got back, got a clothes, went to Folly Beach. And at Folly Beach, we were just chilling out with the family. Brought my nephew out there. We was kicking it. It was very windy out there, rough conditions out there. It was a storm that was coming up. So, but the sun was out. Wanted to make sure that we get a little salt water in our body. And then we just headed out. So that was day 4. Went to Treasure Island and got some souvenirs and stuff like that. So we can go ahead and hit the road up. I'm just trying to tell you, we're a little worn out because it was a great time at the family reunion, but it was time to get back to the real world, as they say. So we hit the road, but the girls wanted to make sure they go to Buc-ee's because they wanted to do a review from Buc-ee's. I've never been. I think they've been a few times, but my first time going. So the first thing I noticed was just that it was incredibly busy there. But while I was busy, they kept the flow going. Their food was coming out. People was getting their stuff. Bathrooms is amazingly clean. It was a good vibe, but it's just too busy for me. Just a little too busy for my taste. So I don't know about you, but
tell me about your Buc-ee's experience.
Okay,
I kind of everybody's.
Yeah, okay. I kind of feel like Buc-ee's is really nice. Like, there's a lot to do there, and like it's really creative. Honestly, in my opinion, it has everything you need. Like one little gas. It's not a little gas station. Let me not say that. But it's like so crowded because like nobody knows how to navigate and get through the crowd, so it makes it more hard to like do anything. So I would recommend to go, but like guys, if you do go, please walk fast and like avoid being stuck in a certain place. It's hard for everyone.
What about you, John?
I have a kind of similar experience. It's very crowded, but it's so convenient. There's a lot of stuff that it has everything you need, honestly. So I think I wouldn't recommend it because it's kind of touristy. So like it's very crowded and like very busy, but you know, yeah.
Well, like they say, we stopped at the south of the border. I would say one thing about Buc-ee's why I got you. Hey, they getting that money, but hey, south of the border, and we was on back to North Carolina. Thanks again for the James family reunion. Make sure you check out Good Ship. The album is coming out. More is said than done. Under the Keys for the City blanket. Make sure you go to these websites and scan and check it out. You can go to anywhere August 1st and you can purchase this. Make sure you do it. It's a great album, great hip hop album for all you guys. Love you. See you next time.